I would like to introduce you to Sunshine. She is sunshine and light and goodness. And she is a blogger named Landyn. And you may know her from Instagram as Living with Landyn. And I'm about to cry.
Oh, no.
Bring in Landyn, please.
Oh, my God.
Here she comes.
Hi.
It's really her.
It's like the unicorn.
Why are you blushing so much, Kelly?
Oh my gosh, Kelly's
I don't know.
crying.
She needs to stand with you.
Look how pretty you are.
Yeah.
Kelly.
This morning.
I'm so happy.
Oh,
my God.
Kelly, why don't you swap with me?
Why don't you
so
guys
can
swap?
stand
Kelly,
together?
you come over to Jenna's side.
We have to go over there.
Yeah, Landyn, you come over here. This will be your mic, right? That's Jenna.
This is so ridiculous.
This is a chance of a lifetime for Kelly Raspberry to meet her idol,
Yeah.
her blogging
Can I put
idol.
these on?
You can if you want.
I mean, I want to really get into this.
You want to get into this? Okay.
yeah, let's do the radio
This is my
thing.
dream.
Sometimes girls don't like the headphones
hair?
because the hair gets all
Well,
messed
I don't
up.
really care.
But you got the hair going on, right?
I don't know.
Jenna is deaf. Where is your butt?
Thank you.
She just gets.
That was like really rude.
No, your earbuds your volume is so loud.
Jenna, you're so deaf. You know. Like,
Thank you.
Like, in a good way.
Thank you.
So deaf.
I like this
Okay.
because we can
Yes.
All right,
So we're just gonna sit back and let you two just blah,
Have
blah,
a
blah, blah, blah,
moment?
blah, blah. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Should we hold hands?
Oh,
you touched each other.
and I just like ruined my manicure.
So, Landyn, you live in Nashville?
I do.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is why I'm trying to encourage my husband for us to retire there.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's so
No,
obsessive.
no, it's not. Come on.
Yes,
We were-
I'll
I've
help
been
you pick out your house.
She's been looking on Zillow right next in your block.
in my
actually.
neighborhood.
Yes.
I
All
have.
right. Well, I won't say where I live on here.
So anyway, real quickly,
Yeah.
the reason I found, I started Instagram, I didn't really know what it was about, but I knew I had to do it, be trendy.
For work.
And when you follow certain people, Instagram suggests people for you to follow. And Landyn was one of the suggestions, and it was several. So I thought she's really pretty. I was like, I'm going to follow her. And I followed a few people, but Landyn was like the one that I don't know.
You attached to.
I really attached to. And I've been talking about her on our podcast and
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm just so excited. So anyway, and a lot of our listeners say
Yes.
they started following you because they've heard, people hear suggestions.
Well, can I interject? For a
I know I'm
second?
going to talk.
Yeah,
about
let,
No,
let,
I'm
let Landyn talk,
I'm
Kelly.
gonna be like, well,
All the
Landyn
time.
was on and said nothing. I woke up to 100,000 followers this morning, and I'm kind of pretty certain that they're your listeners.
I hope so. I would. Love
I mean,
to
I
have
was
credit for
like,
that.
what just happened? What they love you.
Well, they love you. You know what?
They love
Because
what-
when I get excited about something, I love for people to know about it and share it. So I've been sharing you.
Well, thank you so much. And honestly, I mean, hello everybody, all my new followers. I mean, I told them this morning, I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but just stick with me. We're gonna have fun. You're probably like, what is she about? What is this craze? But
About life, right, Landyn?
life.
What were you at before the Kelly Raspberry bonus followers?
I've been kind of hanging at like 97.
Oh, look at that.
I
There
mean,
you go.
insane. You guys have. I mean,
Yeah, and tell them how you got started because I know a little bit about you started like on Facebook, right? Just as like a
well,
fun
like
little
you
thing.
just said when you said you were late to the game, so was I. This only happened to me. This only begun 2 years ago. So it's just been incredible. But yeah, so Facebook. And I just, one day, I would type out recipes. I was the kind of the friend that if you needed an appetizer, or you're like, what paint color should I do in my living room? Or where'd you get your shirt? And so people on the street would start to ask me those kinds of things. And they were like, you should really do something with it. I'm like, well, probably only my mom and my sister would read it, so I don't know. And I just put it down. I somehow came up with the name Living with Landyn because a lot of people are asking me just to focus on one particular thing, like food or fashion or something. And I was like, no, I just like living and I like having fun. And if there's a way to share it, let's try it. So I did. And then the Instagram thing came much later. But it just, I keep saying that, but I really don't even know what is happening, but it is so fun.
It's just a ride.
I'm just the best friend that everyone didn't know they needed.
Yes.
And I'm very real. Like
Like Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly's very real.
Oh, and you know what? Life is a boomerang, seriously. Like you put it out and what you put out comes back to you.
I believe
So
that.
every single woman that I have met has been someone that I would be friends with. I'm like, well, why aren't we getting together? And they're strangers, but they're not to me. They're friends, and they say that to me, like, you're my best friend, and they get like shaky and giddy, and
I know,
I
it's
get
so
just
silly.
as excited. No, it's not. But I mean, you let people into your life, and 9 times out of 10, I have no makeup on. I'm not wearing a bra on my Insta stories. My kids are late to school. I burnt my dinner. So I think on Instagram, the 9 squares are really beautiful, but the behind the scenes and the real life stuff is what it's about.
Because
Yeah,
we
so I
talk.
follow her on the stories.
Yeah.
And, and my husband yesterday, I was like, I got to get to Landyn because I think she mentioned me on her Instagram stories. And he saw, all the dashes at the top. He's like, oh my God, there's so many stories.
It's
You
like
know, you
one
can't even
solid
see
line.
It's like a TV episode. Now you have
I don't
Instagram TV. Now you can make longer
Well,
videos.
I was just told that. Imagine
Isn't that the
what's
best,
gonna
Landyn?
happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
The best thing about your posts is we talk about how people are so fake on Instagram and they post these pictures where they look so lavish and they're
And all the pretty
so
filters.
pretty, but you're showing the real deal. When did you notice that you had something working? Because there's so many bloggers that start out and it just putt-putts and doesn't
Never
take
goes
off.
anywhere.
Well, I think number one was it wasn't about the numbers for me. I do remember though, like last night was a really cool moment, or this morning, it was like waking up, something like that. I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, if I had, like 10,000 followers, because a lot of brands, like, okay, I didn't get into this for the money. I didn't get into this to make a business out of it. I didn't get into it for anything except for the fact I just wanted to share. And I love helping women. So I'm a nurse.
Yeah.
And I think it's just in my blood. And my mom was a decorator and my dad was a builder. So like the home stuff comes really easy to me. I love entertaining. I love cooking. I love my husband. I love my kids. And I just share all of that. And I think people need some authenticity. They need the real deal because it is so fake and everyone's trying to, upshow the next one. And you can see right through it. And I think when it really took off for me, to answer your question, was when Insta stories came out. Because before that, everyone could see my Instagram feed and it's very pretty
flat.
and inspirational but then they were like, "Oh my gosh, like
real.
I love you for just being you and being real." And so it just kind of went
There you
like
go.
that. So who was the
Do you feature your husband on there a lot? Because if, a lot of dudes are,
listening and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh God, your wives will love me.
yeah, they will.
If you need a gift for your wife or your girlfriend, I'm your girl."
Okay.
She just started her own jewelry collection.
You got a jewelry connection
It
now?
launched yesterday, so this is it. These are, well, they can't see, but these
Yeah.
beautiful pieces here. So they're just really effortless layering type pieces, under $100. I'm so proud of it. Like things are happening that I would have never dreamt of.
Do people just randomly, like a jeweler will hit you up and go like, hey, do you want to do a jewelry line? Or did you start that yourself?
I think it does work like that for sure, but not for me. So for me, I've been wearing Melanie's jewelry for 4 or 5 years, and I buy it myself. And anything that I ever feature on my Instagram or my website or anything, I bought it myself.
Yeah.
I've said no more times than I can tell you, but it's important to me to just, I want to wear this shirt. I want to wear the dress. I want to try the under eye concealer. I don't, I'm not going to be, how many white shirts I have, how many packages I get. And it's just, I've gained their trust and I will never steer them wrong. And in beautiful collaborations have come of that, of things that I've already been involved with before they came to me, which is fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Now you mentioned you were a nurse. Do you still practice or did you stop?
No, my husband and I have a charity for congenital heart disease at Mott's Children's Hospital in Michigan. So we did that for a while, raised like $7 million for the Children's Hospital. And, we have 2 healthy children. But that just somehow was a cause that was just, we were just drawn to it. And so I get my fill of like the nursing kind of thing, the smell of the hospital. My husband hates needles.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, I'm home. I love it.
Her husband was a big football player.
I know Steve Hutchinson. I looked you up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's Kelly. He's like a BA,
I know.
like one of the best ever to play at
Aw,
line.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
They were
you.
high school sweethearts.
Yeah,
Awesome.
8th grade.
You guys met in 8th grade.
Great.
8th grade.
What do you think if somebody asked you for advice in love to
I
make
have
it
lots
last?
of that.
Oh.
I talk about that a lot. Actually,
Yeah.
they can go on to my website, livingwithlandyn.com, and read my love story. And then I want to know when you cry, at what point in the story. But it's sweet. And I think just dating your husband and holding hands and just keeping it going. Like, to me, he's my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so important. And you have to date. You have to continue to date.
Isn't she good, Al?
I know.
She's good.
She is sunshine.
So let's talk about you and Kelly for a second.
Yeah, please, let's get back to
Yes,
the
let's
real
get back to
reason
the real
we're
reason
here.
that you're here. Where do you see this relationship
already knows all this.
going? When are you guys going to get together again?
Well, we
When-
just started dating.
Uh-huh.
So,
Very new.
Very-
give it to us
okay.
for a
Where's the
second.
first date gonna be?
Well, it should be something.
here
What time do you
working.
get off?
Well, in a couple hours.
Oh, we'll let her go in 30 minutes if she
She's
needs.
working this weekend.
Yes, actually, I'm here at the Dallas market, so I'm one of the style eyes.
Oh.
Ooh,
Look
what
at you.
does that mean?
I don't know.
So I'm actually sitting amongst a ton of really amazing designers, and somehow they thought that I was worthy of sitting next to them. And I am not an interior designer, but I know what I like, and I'm here to kind of create some rooms. And I came in with Cambria, the countertop surface. So we just recently did a brand new closet, which I'm sure you know all about.
I saw it. It was
Yeah,
fun.
it's pretty.
It's a good closet.
Fun.
Yeah,
Who knew closet decorating could be fun?
But look, Landon, you're not going to be working 24/7
No,
while you're
Kelly's
in
gonna
town. I
take
mean,
you out
surely
to
you're going to
eat.
have
No,
some.
we're gonna have to do
some
something. I'm like, can't we
downtime.
write a bowl?
Something.
Can we write a bowl in Dallas?
There's plenty of bulls.
You know me.
Kelly
always looking
loves that
for
kind of thing.
adventure.
Yeah, whatever
I was like,
you
I want to
do.
celebrate this 100K like big. I mean, everything's bigger in Dallas.
Let me tell you
Just a
something.
margarita.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, I
Landon.
need a. That's
we'll
where
do that.
I want the best Mexican and the best margarita.
Well, I'm Mexican, and Kelly has margaritas.
There you
Well,
go.
then there we go. What else do I need?
Kelly loves adventure, so
Okay.
whatever.
Yes.
She loves the
She loves
outdoors.
the outdoors and
Ooh.
exercise.
The
and-
scarier the better.
And she's, you know what she's known for, Landon? She's known for a very positive attitude when
Oh,
it comes to
yeah.
these things. So.
Oh, her positivity.
I don't even pack SPF. I just go for it.
Go. You don't need it.
So they-
I'm so glad that you brought this much happiness to Kelly.
Yeah,
seriously.
it
Really
was
am.
so funny.
That makes
Yesterday,
me happy.
seriously, I got the direct message. I'm guessing this is
This is Ann Claire, my right hand girl.
Ann
This is
Claire,
her.
She direct messaged me, and I know I shouldn't have been checking Instagram messages during the show, but I did. And I was like, oh my God. I just started like doing
That's exactly what she did.
Well, I felt the same way about you because I had an event at the Kohler Studio on Wednesday, and this is just kind of how I do my life. And I think my team around me is like, oh, Landyn, please stop. Just don't open your mouth. Because I said, I'm coming to Dallas, girls. I'm going to be here. But I thought, let's get a cocktail. So I did a little poll on my Instagram, like, who wants to have a drink with me? I mean, like 500 women were like, we're there. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, crap.
Oh, yeah,
I
you
don't
have it.
have a plan. I didn't have a glass of wine. I didn't have a space. The hotel's like, we can only accommodate 190. So Kohler stepped up. We had this beautiful event. And so as the girls are coming in, and they're beautiful, and they're fun, and they're so excited, and they drove 3 hours, like crazy stuff.
wow.
And
I'm telling you, people love her.
I know. I've heard you talk about it for years.
I love them. And they kept, the constant was Kelly and Kelly Raspberry. And then you got a last name. And I'm like, okay, who's this Kelly chick? And so I said to Ann Claire, I'm like, can you please just figure out who this is? We've got to get together. And so I started doing a little research, and here we are.
Here we are.
Making
Awesome.
things happen.
And one of our listeners reached out to me on Instagram and said, I'm the one that helped Ann Claire find you on social media.
Oh, so
I said, this is all because of you.
Then you got to bring her along.
Yeah.
No.
For your hangout.
I
Well,
know,
Kelly's
we need to
having a
figure it
party
out.
this weekend at the
Okay.
pool.
I'll,
and
I'll make a party.
and you're
see?
going to Florida.
We're
Sunday.
doing the whole show's going. We're
Awesome.
broadcasting from there next week. So.
Kelly's
where I was born and raised.
Kelly's available all day today and all day tomorrow.
Yes.
Perfect.
And
For you,
in fact,
Landyn.
you can take her
I'm
to
here.
You can take her to the airport on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I fly out tomorrow, so yes.
Yeah.
I don't need Uber. I got Kelly.
We need a special Living with Landyn and Kelly.
Yes.
You know, just a special episode.
Yes, if one of you ever, has to go or do something, I'm your girl. I'll fill in.
Oh,
Yeah.
you would love to fill in?
Yeah.
Actually, we would. That would be
It'll be
awesome.
like a little girl show, Jenna, right?
Yes, I'm in.
Because
Yeah.
Jenna does a lot of blogging and stuff.
Do you?
She blogs.
Hers
guys.
is more fitness
see it.
focused.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it on you.
Well, I don't. Well, trying.
I'm not trying.
It's the keto.
Al, I can.
That motivated me that much.
I can see it on you, Al.
Yeah.
See it on YouTube,
Yeah,
JC.
you know what I'm saying? I see you, bro. I see you doing
I
things.
see you
homie.
working it.
Yeah, I see
Actually,
you.
let me do a couple dips off the back here.
From the text, Kelly goes with Landyn, Alan goes to Mexico with Al. There you go. Boom.
Wait, what?
Nah, I'm just kidding. All right,
Let's
Landyn.
negotiate
Can I go
that.
somewhere? Where are we going?
Yeah, you can hang out with Kelly. Come with us to Florida.
I'm from Florida. I know.